Gold is based on a past relationship, and a relationship that sort of ended really abruptly, and just one of those relationships that leaves you hanging. It just sort of leaves you in the moment short of breath. Fair warning. I felt as though I was just completely left in the dark. There was no goodbye. There was no closure. When you go through something that affects you on such a deep level, you carry that with you for a long time, and it's difficult to recover from it or to really confront what it was that hurt you so deeply. So I had gone through this really terrible situation, and as emotional as it was for me, it was really hard. I had, developed body image issues and confidence issues and self-esteem issues that I had just never dealt with. I had never had before. And my whole life I had been a perfectionist. I had wanted to achieve the best grades, and I wanted to, sing the best and just always do the best. I was just always trying to be the best at everything that I did. And, and then going through something like this, the only thing that I could think of was, why am I not good enough? And my anxiety just sort of snowballed, and I didn't even realize at the time that it was happening, but I was just becoming more and more anxious, more and more self-conscious. Gold came to be when I was going to be put in a room with that person that had hurt me this way after a couple of years, and I was really nervous what that was going to bring back up for me and what that was going to do to my state of being, because I had gotten to a place where I was okay. I was still dealing with the aftermath of anxiety and things like that, but I was pretty much okay. And now I was going to have to see this person and have all of those things come back up and flood back to the surface, and I was really scared. So I wrote this song by my piano through tears, just thinking of what I had been through in the thick of it, and through writing it, I really discovered that all of these things that I had gone through really cultivated within me and really were actually to help me realize and to help me find my gold and to help me find who I was as a person and what really mattered to me and what I really valued, and they helped me gain my strength that I maybe would not have gained without experiencing all of that. I wanted to pour my heart on the line, and I wanted to just kind of leave everything out there that I had felt, that I had gone through. And there's a line in the song, "Time moves on, but wounds don't heal." My pain was real. So even though time had gone on, those wounds were still there, and those wounds were still gonna come back to the surface. And I had to now know how I was going to deal with them once again. So when I wrote Gold, I wrote the lyrics and the piano part simultaneously. And it all just kind of came to life, sort of line by line, section by section. And I remember writing the song, playing it on the piano, and having times where I just couldn't even get through it. First times that I played it live, I was sitting at a baby grand piano, and I totally just lost feeling in my arms. My arms went completely numb. And as I was singing it and playing it, the tears were just streaming down my face, because I couldn't believe that I was singing these words out into the world. And I've often said with songwriting that once you write the words on paper, they become real to you. So a lot of the times it's difficult to dig deep and to write the truth and to write the things that you've actually gone through, because when they live in your head, it's one thing, the whole idea of it lives in your head, or you know that it happened to you, but you haven't yet written it down. When you write it down, it feels like this is this is concrete now. This is something that I can't erase. And when I recorded Gold, I'm pretty sure that I sobbed throughout recording it. And I'm surprised that I was able to even get through the vocal and track it all the way because I was crying. And we definitely did it in one, like 2 or 3 hour session. It's difficult to talk about your songs, and it's difficult to relive the moment of the song when you perform it. You know, people don't realize that you write a song and then it takes time before it comes to life, before you're able to present it to the world. And you have to dive back into those feelings again. So when I wrote the song, I wrote it about a situation that had happened prior, and I didn't write it as I was going through it. The feelings were coming up again because I was going to be faced with this person again, and I didn't know how to cope with that. I didn't know how I was going to get through it. And I was extremely emotional, and I said the only way that I'm going to be able to handle this is to put it into a song. And that's what I did. But I relived the whole situation again through writing it, and then now through performing it, through creating a visual for it, you're living through it again. And you're just bringing up those wounds again. Like the song says, those wounds that don't heal. The song Gold is, although it's so emotional, it's meant to be empowering. It's meant to say that you can go through something that you really think you can't see the other side of it, right? You can't see, to reference one of my other songs, you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But you really think that you'll never get through it. That inner strength, something inside of you, it comes out, and you do go back to yourself. You do prove to yourself who you are and the strength that you have inside. And that's what Gold is all about. There's a line in the bridge, and I say, it's one of my favorite lines in the song, and I say, now that it's done, I think I won. And you know, I could cry just thinking of that line because it was just so emotional when I wrote it, and it's always so emotional when I sing it. And you'll hear in the recording there's sort of a quiver in my voice, and it's just, the song brings up so many emotions for me. The Gold visual, I wanted it to feel like a peek inside of a diary entry. I wanted to take you guys through the loneliness that I felt when I went through this situation. And I wanted it to be calm and to really reflect how I felt when I was writing it, because when I was writing the song, I was doing a lot of self-reflection. And I think that we all need to be mindful of how much we self-reflect and how much we allow ourselves to grow through reflecting, through reliving situations that were hard for us, and the growth that can be in that alone. It's huge, and it's so meaningful, and it's so powerful. I hope that when Gold is released, people really feel the song. I hope that people really think about what these words are saying, and I think that so many people go through situations like this. It's just, we all have gone through heartache, we all have gone through heartbreak in different ways, and we all find a way through it. It's just a matter of picking yourself up, finding the pieces, and making something positive out of it. So that is my hope for this song. I hope that it reaches you. I hope that it touches you. I hope that it helps you to know who you are, to find your power, to find your strength, and to help you to overcome whatever it is that might be keeping you down. And to know that these kind of troubles and struggles manifest differently for all of us. And that's Gold.